Have you ever tried to convince someone to believe something and they asked, "Why should I listen to you?" You may have responded to the person with some personal experience you have that made that person trust your opinion. This effort to establish your credibility to your audience is known as ethos, which is one of the three rhetorical appeals that Aristotle first discussed in ancient Greece. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify an example of an appeal to ethos.
First, let's define ethos. Ethos is the ability to establish yourself as being credible to your audience so they will listen to what you have to say.
You have to establish yourself as being both honest and knowledgeable about your subject to establish credibility and connect with your audience. One way that you can establish your credibility is by demonstrating your experience on a certain subject. People tend to see someone who has a lot of experience as being more credible than someone who does not have experience. For example, say that you were sick and had a medical question. Would you be more likely to trust a chef's medical opinion? Or would you be more likely to trust a doctor's medical opinion? You would probably be more likely to listen to the doctor because she has a lot of experience and education in the field of medicine.
Establishing your credibility is key if you want to persuade your audience. Let's take a look at an appeal to ethos by analyzing a clip from Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous "I Have a Dream" speech.
This speech was given on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Hundreds of thousands of people gathered at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. They were there to protest racial inequality and segregation in the United States. Watch and listen to see if you can identify an example of Martin Luther King Jr.'s appeal to ethos.
I say to you today, my friend, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Did you identify an example of ethos in this clip? You may have noticed that Dr. King used a quote from the U.S. Constitution. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. By quoting the U.S. Constitution, Dr. King was able to connect his goals with the goals of the Founding Fathers, which made him more credible to his audience.
Think about Dr. King's use of ethos and how you can use ethos to persuade your audience. Remember, an audience will not be persuaded by a person that they don't trust.